Hey guys, welcome back to Diversity Models. Today we're doing something a little different. I'm going to be painting some terrain and showing you a quick effective paint job for that. And these are a couple pieces that I've made. I went for like a oil spill, like an oil refinery type deal, or a drilling. And these are a couple pieces that I've made. An outpost, an oil pit, a couple platform for barrels, just a bunch of cover terrain really. Need a couple singles, different variants, some with lids on, lids off, some empty barrels. But and here's a plague marine for scale. Let's show you size comparison. I modeled it around 25 to 32 millimeter miniatures for kill team boards, as that's what I like to play a lot. And here's comparison beside a single barrel. These are 3D printed terrain pieces that I've made. I modeled and then printed. I plan on casting these, so I might make a video on molding and then casting terrain pieces too, if y'all like it. But the first color we're using here is lava orange, and we're just full opacity, just making it completely opaque. Yeah, this is one of my favorite things to do, is just to come up with a cool world and build around it, just to make some cool prop pieces or terrain sets. So after that's done, we'll let that dry, and then we'll do a matte black wash. And I'll just mix matte black with some isopropyl alcohol, just thin it down really good, and we're just applying it like we would a wash. If I was to use a little thing of wash, I'd end up using multiple bottles. So I would take just a regular matte black acrylic paint, and then just mix it in, thin it down really good, and just apply it over the whole thing. So that's what it's looking like after that. While it's still wet, we'll use a napkin and we'll just dab on it. And this will give us that cool rustic look on top of the barrels. It starts bringing that orange back through, and we're just doing this all over the barrels. So I like the way it looks right there, so we'll let that dry and then we'll come back to it. Next we'll be using shining silver, and I'll be dry brushing it. Mainly we're focusing on the rings around the barrels, but we're not too worried about it getting on the in-between each part of the barrels. If anything, it'll catch the edge. The way I modeled it was I wanted battle damage or gunshot points in it, so I put a bunch of little rivets in the barrels or dents and stuff like that. And if my dry brush catches the edge, that'll just add to the weathered, damaged effect.
No, I'm just getting warmed up.
But the main goal is just paint schemes for terrain, fast and easy paint schemes for terrain. So far we've done one base color, the lava orange over white primer, and then we black washed it, and now we're dry brushing it with shining silver. It's all up for interpretation on how much you want to use on it, but I just like to get it to a point where I like it, where I think it's got a good composition to it. Next we'll be using Phoenix Flames and just a sponge, and we'll just be stippling this color, focusing on the in-betweens this time instead of the rings around the barrels. And this will just add to our the layer over the lava orange, our rustic look, the effect we're going for. A lot easier way, than, because there's multiple ways you can do it. If you wanted to go really detailed on the terrain pieces, pigment powders, oils and stuff like that, you could use. This is a fast, effective, way painting terrain for your board. And I'm just stippling it all over the barrels. You know, you can use as much of it as you want. Then again, I just like to get it to look good, you know, at a certain stage, you know. It starts looking right to me. And that's what we're looking like after that. Next, I'll be using Disgusting Slime and the dents and stuff that I modeled into it that I was talking about before. We're just going to take the Disgusting Slime and we're putting it in each of those little dents, you know, to act as like a gunshot wound, and these barrels are leaking, you know, from battle damage, from being shot. And the Disgusting Slime is an effect paint from Army Painter, and you know, it dries glossy, and it's nice and thick, so it like layers up on itself, so I can do like these drip effects on it. It looks really cool. And the colors, you know, they're good together. That orange with the Phoenix Flames on top of the dark wash with that lime green look to it. And that's what it's looking like. We did the top barrel. I made a little like oil spill coming off the side. That's pretty much it. And I did the same thing to all the other pieces. You know, the building, same principle. You know, one base color, and then a dark wash, and then a dry brush with silver, and then stippling on top of that. If interested, I have these available at my website. You can click the link in my banner on my channel page, or go to verticemodels.com, as well as I'll have a link in the description for all these paints, which are available at the Army Painter's website. So I appreciate all you guys following me and, you know, keeping up with my channel. If you liked it, you know, let me know if y'all would like to see more terrain making videos, or painting, or modeling videos. I love to do this stuff, so you know, thank you for watching. Bye.
The central and eastern parts of Kansas will very probably be cloudy in the morning, and then western Kansas will begin to get increased